Hi, welcome on in. We made it to 1K subs yesterday. For those who were congratulating, we did it. So I much appreciate the ones who are new coming on in. A little bit about this channel. The reason why you're attracted to it is because I'm weird. I'm I'm gonna put that out there. I'm just weird in general. I know a lot of things that most people don't know or don't want to acknowledge that they know these things, and then don't want to. Sorry, I'm fixing myself up. I should have done it before Kim. But by the way, I'm homeless, so I'm only comfortable with what I have to wear because I don't. I kind of lost everything. I only got like a few clothes, a few good clothes, and a few um, pajamas that I wear. So I don't really have much to work with, so sorry if I do wear the same shit every day. I'm just only comfortable with what I have until I'm able to afford some nicer clothes. But thank you for joining on in. And if you are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. I do come on every day when I can. So yeah. Yesterday I kind of like felt uncomfortable with the way I look because I didn't want to look like that, but I had to look like that for society. So it's uncomfortable trying to get used to that avatar version of me. So yeah, especially when I'm switching in between consciousness uh, each day. But yeah, again, sorry if I'm wearing the same thing. I'm just poor. I'm living on somebody's couch as we speak. I experienced homelessness, so I can only work with so much what I got until I'm able to gain um, more access to the material world. Right now, I'm kind of blocked off, so I have to figure out how can I re-enter back into the material world so I can look good on a physical level for entertainment purpose only, or like just look good in general, like match with the consciousness. Because like right now, it's just a blank space for the consciousness to develop its avatar, to develop what it wants to look like. Because I'm in between masculine and feminine energy, but this physical appearance that you are seeing is feminine. You can hear that it's feminine, um, but the words are more coming from a masculine perspective, or like a masculine a masculine consciousness, so to speak. So I'm operating in between, and then I'm doing it at the same time in my inner child mind, because I'm trying to like upgrade my inner child to whatever vision it already has in that particular moment of time, while still manifesting the adult version of myself in this parallel universe. So that like all worlds that I had visited or gone to, I'm trying to combine them all at once with the power of thoughts and vision and analyzing. You can do that once you get up there to your gift. First, you gotta recognize you have the gift. What is the gift? Um, it's the gifts are supernatural beings that are within you who can, hi, welcome on it, who can see and do things that the human conscious is unwilling to do because of its program that it was born into. But there are other consciousness within your reality that is born from the environment and from your imagination, from the environment. Because you used it as an escape mechanism. At first, I didn't believe some of the shit that I was going through or seeing was real. I kept asking people who could see, asking all over wherever I was at, like, can you see what I fucking see? Because this shit is weird. It's like, it's unbelievable. So, why is it that we are the ones who get to have this ability, the foresight? But within the foresight, it's levels to it. It's more than just seeing. It's like, once you enter into that gift, you become the supernatural being. You become your higher self, your higher consciousness. That's why a lot of higher consciousness or higher spirits are homeless right now, or experiencing or like moving to location because our light is not meant to be in a box. So we're trying to go outside and look at the movie Us and the TV show called Them. It's kind of like that. Is we're seeing uh, a shadow version of ourselves from a different paradox of time. They have already experienced that experience, so they got the blueprint to pass it down, the knowledge to us to how to survive on the street. And those who don't have street knowledge versus book knowledge, if you don't have both, then how can you really truly operate in the matrix system? Because you can apply street knowledge to corporate system. You just have to trick the system or trick yourself with the subconscious system and your subconscious system together, and then you're able to like I guess manifest quickly in your time period of frame when you're thinking of something. Because when you're constantly focusing on what you want to bring forth and manifest, it comes in the form of a list. Like, you gotta visualize what it feels like, meaning you gotta visualize the feeling of its energy, not the look of its energy. You can't go from look to feeling. Feeling comes first before um, looking, because you're trying to control what it looks like versus trying to just feel its energy. So it's weird. And when you like let things flow in a natural state for its own essence of who what it is, you can kind of get a glimpse in the idea that that's how like a form of manifestation just works in general. Everybody has an idea of how to manifest. Yeah, you can try all these different methods, but really it's just a form of thoughts and asking spirit details of specific of what it's looking at. But yeah, so I don't know. Last night I kind of like had like a weird ass dream, and then I experienced something totally strange in reality to even make me have that dream. What made me have that dream was what I was seeing at work yesterday. I think it was about like the third day, maybe fifth day, that I realized about this vision that keeps coming up. I was already experiencing the vision or like the dream already. And it was kind of like I just hit the play button. Like I knew when to turn on my NPC character, like my non-controllable character, my NPC version of me, and then I knew when to turn on my character, my main character. And every time I kept switching between both parallel universes of me that it's in the now, the moment. It's not, it's parallel now because the reason why I say it's parallel is in a different time frame from the period of before I even get the message from that particular point of the future. So it's in another world before it hits the frequency of this universe or Earth. Because it's hard to break different frequency. There is a thing called the fourth wall or the fifth wall, is where you're able to break down the fifth wall and you can see the audience, you can see the people, you can see like, and then there's another wall behind the audience, which is like the puppeteer or master or something like that, like the directors. But really, those directors are a different version of you from a different timeline. And like, it's the same energy, but you're not going to be able to access you from those timelines until you are able to realize which type of character you are playing. Because NPCs, they don't know anything. They don't know why they're here. They can like see exactly what we are seeing. Like they can see a tree, they can see a house, they can see a car. But the thing is, they can't feel like the technology or see how things were built or just even have a thought process of how things came to be to manifest through one's vision. If that makes sense. I don't know. So, because like us, since we're in a different perspective of consciousness, of reality, we're looking at like the frequency of reality, what makes something move. Like, okay, air, water, fire, type of thing, and earth. So we're able to explain ourselves like different aspects of energy, what makes up energy, what causes us to have energy. And what causes us to have energy is us, because without anything being in our visual exactly as it is, it would not have existed. It will still exist because somebody thought about it or somebody created it, but it need a specific pair of eyes to like see that it existed, that somebody created, that somebody acknowledgement. And therefore it comes into a complete state of its own existence, which you get the number 9, which is why I'm born on the 9th of May. I stand for completion. Uh, what am I completing? I really don't fucking know. I have a clue, but it's more to the blueprint than what I've seen. And then there are moments in time I'm not sure if I'm completing exactly what is programmed for me to complete, or I'm trying to complete something outside of its program. But they kind of love me for that, because not only if I'm willing to step out of what I already have supernatural that's within, that is on me and can never be taken from me, not even through death. Because I didn't realize at the time that I could generate energy. Like, when somebody took my lights or dimmed me down, I didn't know that I can just like regenerate it and just start all over. Not necessarily start all over, but create a new light. Because once you keep creating these new lights and cheat codes for yourself, they can't operate or learn your moves like playing chess. Because if you know how to play chess, then you know how to win life. And you know how to see people black and white, or without color, or just an energy essence. Because if you're seeing people for who exactly who they are, they're just waking up from that reality. Like, sometimes we gotta sit and just observe them too, to see how they think, to see if they're truly learning and ascending from their situation. If they're not observing or ascending from their situation, then leave them be. Because it's too much on us to try to take on everybody's pain, make everybody look at it like this, like that, and then it's all the same thing of how we look at it. Everybody just has different terminology, different ways of describing one thing that we're all seeing, because the energy is so powerful that it has multiple ways of duplicating itself, like Neo in the Matrix, or like how the Smith uh, keeps reanimating himself. Energy is that way. So it's kind of weird. Very much facts. Because, like, when you become the Smith, how the Smith is duplicating himself like that? Where does he get his gift from? Not only he's ordering from, like, he's not even doing his own order at this point. He's doing order from the Matrix, from what he was called to do. He's woken up to know that that's his calling, but he won't step outside of his calling to gain more gems, to gain more access, or to create different versions of themselves. Because when you do that, you're creating new sets of generations of ancestors, or you becoming the most powerful ancestors of all. But don't let your ego get in pride, get in the mix, because it's level to it, to being a spiritual being, being the enlightened one. We really have to know equilibrium. Equilibrium, look at it as in salvation, learning to go within. And if there are people around you just like in conflict within themselves, and then trying to make you in conflict with yourself, but you know thyself, how the fuck can they manipulate your reality? Like, the only thing they can manipulate is facts, allegations of themselves, which is actually the truth that they don't want to hear or prosper, or to, just upgrade their conscience. Then they wouldn't be so stuck in the mud, stuck in the. The reason why we chose to just stay in the dirt is because we know, as light beings, we come from the ground. I mean, they say it a lot in the Bible, how we were made. We made from clay. Like, any religion says that. Like, all religion says that, from what I looked at and studied. Like, we're made from clay, like from dirt. So there's a dirt version of you who has the consciousness of the afterlife and before life. But the human consciousness cannot. Thank you. So is yours. But your human consciousness cannot access the dirt version of you because it have not experienced the dead just yet. Maybe it has. That's why it's remembering. But it does not want to go back. Some of us do, believe me, because we can imagine and actually build on the other side more faster and quicker than we can actually do on this 3D goddamn physical plane. And it's so fucking retarded. Like, you have to yell at its consciousness to order for it to see you. And just imagine being invisible for almost your whole entire life until you had to figure out how to cross over. You had to have like a really physical death, which I did, to access one's information again, to show an initiation to thyself that I'm willing to go out if I don't gain back what I had already owned or like trying to create again. But I had to remember the things that I had created before to gain back its consciousness of what it was to itself, because I wasn't listening during that time that I created it. I was just creating it out of selfish reasons. It's not only until I was able to wake up, fully hear what I created, fully see with what I created, and be like, oh shit, my bad. You live and you learn as, because we're gods having a human experience at the end of the day. And we can only respect what we created and not judge what we create. Because if you judge and create what you made, you're basically being a hypocrite of the sky daddy of this realm, like leaving it behind and only allowing a few people to recognize your consciousness that you are a god and you're woken. So you're holding out information about yourself and information of other people because one, you're not doing your job to wake them up just by planting the seed. You don't say it. Shut the fuck up sometimes. Don't say anything to them. Just visualize a seed. Grab a seed of whatever fruit you are eating. Visualize that fruit as their body or their mind. Take that seed from that fruit. Keep it with you at all costs, like a little souvenir if you need to. It's kind of like an acorn to their pineal gland. And then once you figure out, keep imagining, keep talking to it, put positive words into it because you do not want to put chaos with chaos. Put positive with darkness as you traveling, being the darker being and the lighter being. Because I'm dark and I'm light. I speak of experience of darkness, but I speak of wisdom of light. So, because it's letting you know that my human consciousness is learning while it's allowing the masculine to learn and the feminine to learn, the moon and the sun to learn as well, and clearing out old expressions that it was not able to express before. So when you're holding on to these energies of you, it's going to explode. You're going to explode like a star. You're going to see energy like in the beginning of your awakening. Like I was seeing it this morning. As soon as I just woke up to go use the bathroom, I was like, oh shit. There was like little spectrums of light, like neon looking type of light orbs or something. And they was all going to whatever direction, like a sperm almost. If you remember as a child when we go to like health class or something, and then they will put on that video of the sperm racing towards the egg, and I'm like, it's kind of like how the energy moves like that. And I was like, what? And I realized there's like 4 different colors that I've been seeing lately over the years. The first year I would see just a normal regular color, like white, yellow. It's white on the inside, yellow on the outside, with a little bit of hints of red. The next one is just pure white. The other one is black. It's like gray, whitish on the inside, but black on the outside. And I realized when you put your focus on those energies and you're trying to like see where it goes to, and you see an affirmation or like another spirit, don't react, just observe. Because one time I accidentally react to it, and then it realized, because it don't realize it was in this world at first. Because when I came around the corner, this happened almost every house I went into. I think, like, when I first experienced paranormal activity, like just seeing spirits, seeing shadows, spirit and shadows are 2 different sets of entities. One actually looks like um, a dark shadow, like a dark being. And then there's another spirit that looks like the physical aspect of that spirit. And then you can also see human spirit, that the ones that are alive, and then they don't know that they accidentally took their spirit, they're allowed their spirit to walk around by accident. They don't know that they're doing it because, one, they're acting normal in the conversation. Look, just look at it as Ghostbusters. That's what it kind of fucking feels like to me. Like, I'm one of the Ghostbusters that, like, all right, I gotta ghost these hoes out. Like, how am I supposed to do that without any of my tools? Like, I gotta use form of thoughts now. And that shit is 10 times harder than using the tools that you have designed specifically to get rid or to transform them back into whatever realm they was in. And I'm like, y'all don't pay me enough for this shit. Like, y'all don't. And I'm like, I'm the only one who's, maybe not the only one, but this is how I can describe my gifts best way as possible. It's fucking weird. I know. I'm sorry. I'm just a weirdo. I was born like this. I blame my mother. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway. But, like, how am I supposed to clean or clear out? Because, like, I realize I'm a shaman. There's, like, different levels to my healing ability. Like, one is through sex, magic, which I don't do. I took that off limits. The only time I did that when I was in a relationship, I had some experience. What I could do, I was like, what the fuck? Never again. Because I end up and then being that person consciousness, trying to see all that I could see. And I was like, oh, yeah, never mind. This shit is too dangerous. So I'm celibate, so like, no, ew. It's uncomfortable. Like why the fuck was that in my program? And then there are things that I can do with light too. Like neon lights or having two light bulbs in my hand. By visualizing the light inside of it, I can kind of like transmute that light into somebody else's consciousness or body, or I don't know. Look at it as twitches from the Disney movie, I guess, one way to put it. But yeah, it's. I'm sorry. I'm very weird. Peace. Welcome on in. Sorry, I just now realized you message. What's up? How you doing? God, my accent is coming back out. I'm trying to hide it. I mask my voice by concentrating on it. Because like sometimes I can hear it, and then I'm like, ugh, ugh. That's why I took speech classes. Because I don't. I sound mostly Grand Rising. We do not say good morning over here. If you say good morning one more time, say Grand Rising. Say it with me. Grand Rising. Thank you. Much appreciated you. Thank you all so much for the nice comment. I'm not used to niceness. I really am not. I come from a toxic place. Mm, but I'm a light being, so I'm light in darkness. Thank you. Grand Rising, girl. Grand Rising. Glad you can join. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you have not done it already. And sorry if I look like a mess. I'm homeless, so I only work what I got. Sleeping on somebody's couch. I'm working, but I'm trying to. I just started working, so like I don't know when to actually access the materialistic world again, so I can look better with the consciousness that I have. Right now, we're just a blank space. We're just darkness at the moment, spreading light. So, yeah. But I don't look like this in society. I have photos on my. I mean, I do when I'm dressed down, like on my off days, like I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I'll just imagine my style like almost like Billie Eilish, a little bit, just baggy clothes. And I just like to dress masculine and feminine at the same time. Kind of like Aaliyah style, mixed with a little bit of Rihanna and Billie Eilish. But that's only when I have the money for it. Since I lost everything, I said, fuck it. Just like a homeless person, which I am homeless, but I kind of like I said before, I lost everything. And it's okay. I'm gonna see how I'm going to access the material world again. I mean, I'm a tourist. Why can't I access my shit yet? It don't make no fucking sense. Maybe it's because I'm not like understanding the physics just yet. Like I'm aware of physics, but like how the fuck can I gain back without begging people for money or begging for a handout? Because I'm very independent. Like when I do ask, I don't ask for much, and I do give back when I can. It's just like right now I'm struggling, like how as a god or goddess, like and I'm just yeah, we gonna get our shit together. Get it together, Morty. Get your shit in the bag and get it together. Remember that episode in Rick and Morty? Like he tells Summers to get your shit together. That's exactly how I feel to myself. I don't know if I'm gonna get my shit together. I really don't know my own outcome. I know everybody else's outcome, but my own. And that's pretty messed up. How you gonna give me the gifts and not know my own goddamn outcome? Well, they was like, you're gonna try to control your outcome. I'm like, isn't that the point of having the gift? And then he was like, no. And then I'm like, what's the point? And then he said nothing. Then he was like, all right, I'm gonna hang up. That's how I talk to the other side. Like, I just have like these little mini dialogues in my mind with these beings. I'm like, bruh, y'all some weird shit. Just, why y'all weird? I thought I was normal. I mean, I thought I was weird, but apparently I'm the normal one. But, anyway, sorry I missed y'all chat. Mm, yeah, but, if you would like to help a sister out, I do have a cash app, but I don't expect anything, or I don't expect much. Cash app is the follower lavender. It's not PayPal, but yeah, it's cash app. Sorry, I do have PayPal, but I'm not giving that out yet. So yeah, cash app the follower lavender. If you have a problem with me asking, I won't ask no more. I'll just stay poor as fuck and die lonely. Okay? Okay. But I really much appreciate whatever blessings you send me. I don't like to say the word blessing because if you hear the word blessing, it got the word be less. Be less of what? Of your manifestation? Whatever light you send me, I much appreciate it. Best way I can put it. But do y'all have any questions? I can take this moment to answer some questions. Just don't take too long to like. Sorry, it froze. That was weird. But yeah. If you have any questions, you can either write it in the chat now or after, and I'll respond in text or in the next video. And why is this shit frozen up? But yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna get off because it's acting weird. So I much appreciate you all for joining on in and commenting and reacting. Been waiting for this for a long time. And sorry if I'm weird. I'm just a weird person. I'm not normal at all. What do you think 2025 is going to look like? It's going to be a mix of everything we had experienced already. From 2012 to all the way now. And 1999. Altogether. Yes, normal is boring. Weird is better. I think next time, I'm going to come back on a little later. Because I said I would be here all day on YouTube. I'm breaking down my time. I got shit to do. But yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all my alien abduction story. I'm just remixing old videos that I already put out with more information. So yeah, I'm gonna tell you some alien abduction stories. This shit is weird. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a good time. But yeah, make sure y'all come back later this evening or this morning or this rising, wherever you are, or this night. Mm. Whatever dimension you are in, make sure you come to this dimension. And I'll see you in the ether. Love and light.